Good evening and welcome back to the channel. This is possibly the second video that we've released from this week away up in Scotland. We're in the Aviemore area, and yesterday we had an absolutely incredible morning with the mountain hares. If you've not seen that video yet, I'll pop a link up on the screen. I would definitely have a look at that. Pops' first Scottish mountain hare, and it was an incredible encounter. So tonight we're off to a hide. It's not a photography hide, it's a wildlife watching hide. And so we're going along with my wife, daughter, and of course Pops. Say hello, Pops.
Hello, Pops.
And I give up. Hey, don't my hands look big there. The size of them.
I know, you've got big hands.
So, we're hopefully going to see badger. I think the badger are pretty much a dead cert, so I think the badger come in. It's a continuous light and you're shooting through glass, and it's not photographic glass. So there will be opportunities for taking photographs, but they're not going to be any award-winning photographs. There is a small chance that Pine Marten come into the hide as well. People have photographed Pine Marten there. I've been to this hide previously and we didn't see any Pine Marten, but there's a slim chance that that will happen. And probably the most exciting possibility is that this hide has had several encounters with the Scottish Wildcat. So this Scottish Wildcat is a male. It's had its collar removed because it's been neutered. It's got some kind of a disease, I think, so they've neutered it so it can't spread the disease. So as a result, they've taken the collar off. So there is a chance, the slimmest of chances, fingers crossed, that we might see a Scottish Wildcat. So come along for the journey and see what we see. They say, never do television with animals or children. I've got both going on in here. Well, animals, it's Pops. So we've arrived, and what you have to do is you have to arrive just before the allotted time. So for us this evening it was 6:30. We've done this before, me, Jen and Charlotte. We came in the summer, and so we didn't come till it's about 8:30, wasn't it? Maybe even 9 o'clock when we arrived, because obviously it went darker later. So we're in the winter months now. We're not quite winter. We're at the end of October, and so we have to be here for 6:30 or 5 minutes before. And we wait here now until they come to collect us and walk us down to the hide. Now, when we came last time, they walked us down through their beautiful garden with all their beautiful flowers in daylight. It is now pitch black, okay? So we're not going to be seeing any beautiful flowers in the garden. I also, there was a chance that we might see the wildcat as we were walking through the garden. I don't think we're going to see the wildcat as we're walking through the garden. The only chance we're going to get to see that is if it arrives under the constant lighting, which is where the badgers will be coming. So we'll sit tight, we'll hang on, and then come along for the journey and see what we see. Does anyone else struggle with cables? They always seem to be in an absolute knot when I get them out of the bag to charge all my equipment. An absolute nightmare, but not anymore. Thanks to MagTame. So MagTame got in contact with me and said, would I be interested in looking at some of their magnetic charging data cables? Instead of this, I jumped at the chance. So I've asked for them to send me a couple of these so I can review them and see if it's something that you'd be interested in. So let's open the box, have a look what's inside. And straight away what you can see is that these data cables, as they're magnetic, they come apart, ready for use, and when you've not got them in use, they very, very quickly just wrap back up in their magnetic coil and they're ready to be stored. So no longer have I got to deal with knotted cables like this. All my cables are going to be MagTame magnetic cables. They're an incredible piece of kit, really well made, and more than anything, they avoid the tangles and the knots. So if this is a product that you're interested in, check out the link below. There'll also be a link to them in the description. MagTame flat magnetic charging data cables. You can get them for all manner of different charging things. You can get them so that they're connected with a lightning conductor, USB-C, USB-A. They come in all different lengths, different colours, an absolutely fantastic piece of kit and a game changer if you're anything like me and like your kit to be nice and tidy. MagTame charging cables, check them out. Now let's get back to the video. I have to say the low light capability of this DJI Pocket 3 is spectacular. It's almost pitch black and you can see me really quite well. So we've been met by the guide and we're now walking down to the hide. And there is quite a few other people with us, so I'll probably be keeping the talking to the camera to a minimum so as not to disturb other people. Just explained that the wildcat's been about, so we've seen that last night, yesterday afternoon, but it doesn't like coming out when it's dark, so it doesn't like the badgers, so that might make that sighting a little bit difficult. We've had our first visitor and it was a Pine Marten. Can you believe it? A Pine Marten. Last time we came, we only had badgers, and that was incredible in itself. But now we've had a Pine Marten, and the guide that's with us has just explained that it's one of this year's cubs, a male, probably about 7 months old. Absolutely beautiful. Now the light isn't the best it could possibly be, so with shutter speed I was down at probably about 160th of a second down to at times down to 50th of a second. I'm shooting wide open at f2.8 and my ISO was still at times above 10,000. I'm spot metering, so I'm metering for the animal and I'm looking for the highlights in the animal, because sometimes when you're using artificial light it can confuse the camera, so spot metering certainly helps with that. What are your thoughts, Pops?
That was awesome. What an encounter that is. I never fail to be absolutely excited about Pine Martens.
No, they are absolutely amazing, aren't they?
Beautiful animals.
And the night is still young, so we've still got plenty to go yet. Fingers crossed the badgers arrive, maybe the Pine Marten will come back, who knows. we've got badgers, 2 of them, both females I think. The first one was definitely a female. The guide explained that to us. She'd got a much narrower face, and then a second badger came from the left. So we had 2. And what's amazing about this hide, and I can't stress it enough why it'd be such a great place to bring children, is they've got microphones outside. So what you get is the beautiful sound of the badgers eating, and you can hear them munching away, which is it's just such an exquisite sound to listen to. So that's Pine Marten and 2 badgers. We've got 4 badgers now. 4 of them. It's just like an absolute badger fest. And what's amazing is it's incredible how strong they are. They're capable of just picking up very large logs with the nose and tipping them over to expose the peanuts that are underneath. This one in front of us now is picking the peanut butter off with its paw and then eating it off its paw just like Pooh Bear would. I knew the minute I pointed my camera at it, it'd stop doing it. Hopefully Pop's got a photograph of it doing it. So the good news is Pop's got a photograph of it, so we should be able to show you that. What I always find unfathomable, can't even say that, unbelievable, is whenever I'm in the company of badgers, is how anybody could hurt them. You know, there are some absolutely despicable people out there who dig badgers out of the ground for pure sport of watching them fight dogs. And they're the most gentle of creatures. And then, of course, there is the badger cull. No scientific proof that it's having any impact on the spread of the bovine TB. And yet the government have released new cull licences. And since the cull started in 2013, they've killed 250,000 badgers, which is just criminal. It's drawing to a close now. We had 4 badgers at one point. We're down to just a single badger now. She's just lifted her head up and realised that all the rest of the badgers have gone and she's all by herself. It has been an absolutely incredible evening. Started off with a Pine Marten and then we've been treated to the badgers, which has been absolutely first class. photography wise, probably not the best shots we're ever going to get. But in terms of being able to be in close quarters and look at some of the most incredible wildlife of the UK, I can thoroughly recommend this as an activity to do. Definitely worthwhile doing it with children. Get kids out and get them exploring and get them enjoying wildlife, and they'll value it in the future when they become adults. And that's the key, isn't it? If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you've not yet subscribed, consider doing so. And from the wonderful Badgers, and until next time, ta-ra.